Hey guys, RLC's Talent Fantastic Plastic coming back again with another model kit video. This time a continuation of the Knightrider kit, basically. So, what I've done, I've primed some of these parts. I've got the parts over here that are going to be flat black, but we'll do those after we've done the beige. Now, I've got two colours here. One is Deck Tan, that I think is the colour I'm using for the original series Enterprise, and Desert Yellow. I was actually thinking of mixing both of these colours together because that's too much and that's too light. So I was going to mix both of those colours together to get what I want. So that's what I'm about to do. So I never measure exact amounts because I don't know exact amounts. Basically, I just put in what I think is going to look right. Get myself a toothpick here and pour some of this in there, like that. Okay. And I don't have tissue with me, which I should do, but I'm an idiot. Yep, we all know I'm an idiot anyway, don't we? So now I've got that. Now to get my little bit of thinner in there. That should do. And then I think I might, that's too small to mix with, so where's my paintbrush? There it is. No, where's an old paintbrush? Yeah, this one I was using for glue, that'll do. And just trying to see if I can get fairly decent colour, which I believe I have achieved, but I need a bit more thinner in there because that's not enough to go through the paintbrush, so just a little tab of thinner. And that should, in theory, be just about enough. Right, let's plonk that over there out of the way and get my airbrush. Right, and let's pour some of this into here, like so. Then let's make a start. Let's have a look at it, see what it looks like on these. And for people that are new to using airbrushes, keep your airbrush moving. Don't keep it in one place, and don't keep your model piece in one place either. Because what will happen is you'll have a build-up of paint where you don't really want it. Okay, so yeah, so there's the colour there's gonna be, so that's pretty darn good. Let's do this other one. And don't go too hard and put too much, don't put too much pressure on the paint, because you don't want too much coming out too fast, because that will also cause you some problems. So just do light, even coats until you've got it to where you want it, basically. So again, I'm happy with that as well. Now let's do this. get some nice, decent coverage. There we go. That looks not too bad at all, and I've still got quite a bit of paint left. Okay, so we're going to let these dry. Just get a quick once more over. Just to make sure I've got everything. Now, me personally, I'm not too worried about these. Don't know if you can see those circles in there, but they're basically imprints where the mold has been injected. I'm not worried about those because on the back here, I'm going to be having the what's the word I'm looking for? Smoked glass. Anyway, so you're not really going to see it. So I'm going to let these dry, and I'll be back in a second. I'm going to go wash this out as well. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, now that's cleaned up, I'm going to do just a little bit of the flat black on the other pieces so they can start drying. There it is, there's the flat black. Let's get my cocktail stick as well. Now with the flat black, I'm just going to thin it down just a little bit with my thinner here, because I don't need a lot of this. So let's put a little bit inside of here. About there should do. As I say, I don't need a lot of this. And there we go. Hello? No, okay. Thought somebody was knocking at my door then. Okay, right, so let's do this first. And yes, I have masked off some of the areas that I'm going to be spraying. Now notice I'm not laying down a heavy layer. It's just a very light dusting at first. And then I'll put it on just ever so slightly heavier once I've got a light dusting on. There we go, we've got a nice flat black colour here. Alright, so we've got that dry. Then we've got the steering wheel, which is not going to take a lot of paint at all. And the other part of the steering wheel. And then the top console. There we go, that's everything all done. And I've only got a little tiny bit of colour left and it's not worth putting it in, so I'm just going to clean the airbrush out in here. yeah, so there we go. That's some of the painting done. This part in here, this part here is going to be black, but I'm going to paint that separately. I'm going to paint this whole area all black, not just this center console. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, but I'm gonna. Let me just give this a quick blowback. Hang on. And you guys keep your dirty minds to yourselves. There we go. So yeah, so I'm gonna hand paint that instead. And there's I think there's a part on the seat of the door over here that's gonna be black, which I will need to look into and make sure. And the only other black pieces I've got left to do are the gloss black on the other pieces, which I suppose I could do now. Let's grab that off and paint those. I suppose I couldn't I really? Let's grab a little bit of that there. Let's grab this bit here. And then I need just one more, and you're pretty much dry now because there's a very light dusting. And you gonna hold on to that there. So let me just get my gloss primer, which is what I use for the body and everything anyway. So I'm just gonna put a little snip in there because I don't need too much of it. And give that a bit of a spray, and then just lightly go over with the gloss primer and get some air on there and dry it off a bit. I accidentally put a bit too much on too quick. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, need a little bit more. Go. Let's get this piece done. Just realised none of that was even in shot, so let me lift this up here a bit. There we go. I don't even know if all the other painting I had done was in shot either. Knowing me, it probably wasn't. Okay, and just one more piece to go. Right. And is that looking? there we go, and now I'm finished. Right, so these are just going to be left to dry, and I will bring you guys back when they're all ready. See you guys soon. Actually, no I'm not, because what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this in some spray in here first. What I'm going to do first is get some of this flat black and paint on that console there. That's what I'm going to do first. So, where's there it is. There, so, some of this. Some of this black here, and I'm actually going to go from a color. I mean, this may be all beige, but I'm going to do it just all black anyway. And my hand painting skills are not great at all. Not in the slightest. So basically all I'm doing right now is just, well, you can see I'm just trying to get it as even as I can along the floor there. And then I'll be able to not worry too much about if I go over the edges as such. Okay, let's get this down here as well. I don't know if you can see any of this. Hoping you guys can. Need a bit more paint in there. Okay. And we're just gonna keep going until I've covered this whole area. And then we're going to be onto painting some of the detail parts, which is going to be fun. And I don't have a paintbrush small enough to do all the detail parts, but I'm going to show you a trick you guys can use to paint really tiny detail parts when you don't have a small brush. Some of you may have used it already. Some of you may not have done. And I prefer the finish of an airbrushed part, but I don't. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't want to be masking loads of tiny pieces. Or like no, not tiny pieces, but cut off tiny pieces, because I've only got a certain size tape. and I didn't want to cut loads of like strips and everything just to get around this kind of area, and I made a boo-boo on that there, so I'm gonna have to correct that in a minute. Okay, let's just see if I can get these pedals. Okay, let's get these pedals in there. Pedal, accelerator pedal. There we go. Okay. Because I've accidentally painted over a part of the seat just there. Luckily, I've still got the same colour, so that's not too bad. And then I think all that's left is just this part here. Paint. And just take your time with it when you're hand washing, hand painting, because you rush, you will then make mistakes. But if you just, you know, take your time, don't rush it, then everything should be almost good. And as you can tell, I am not very good at painting by hand. I still don't know how, when I first started modelling, I used to paint everything all by hand. Like Gundam, Star Trek. I even done a Predator 2 model as well. Actually, I'm just gonna paint this black as well. Why not? Just give a bit of added detail in there, I suppose. I'll do this part here as well. And there. Yeah, I used to hand paint everything, and doing the Enterprise D, that was fun. It really was fun. Trying to paint that by hand, that'll do. I'm not too fussed. I need to go up here a little bit more actually. There we go. Okay. Missed a little bit of there. I think he's there. Okay, so that's that pretty much done. So I am going to rinse my brush out a little bit. And don't use your trousers. And I'm just going to get a little bit of this paint right here. And just go over this mistake I've made. bit on this side as well. There we go. Okay. There, right. Okay, so I'm going to let all of this dry for at least an hour or so. I mean, I know it's only just water-based paints, but still want to let it dry. And I will bring you guys back when I'm ready to do the fine details. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, right. I'm back. And so now we're going to get, I'm using my aluminium right there from Vallejo, because I love this colour. Right, so I'm going to get that, going to drop just a little tiny piece on top of here. Okay, it's a bit more than I wanted, but it'll do. And this is what I'm going to use. Chopstick. Chopstick? No. The toothpick. You need a toothpick. And with the toothpick, just get some of the paint onto the tip. And then just dab it onto the parts. And don't worry about if it goes anywhere else, because what we can do afterwards is just give it a bit of a wash to hide the stuff that we've put on, and it's extremely hard to see. What I'm doing here. On there. Okay, hi guys, I am now back. So we're gonna be doing a little wash type thing here, and I'm gonna cheat a little. So I'm getting my flat black, and what I'm doing, in the center of the flat black lid, there's a little tiny piece of paint, which is all I would need. I'm going to thin it down with thinners, with quite a bit of thinner there, and I'm going to use one of my new brushes that I've got that's quite thin. I'm going to mix it up. Okay, so now in theory it might need to be a bit more thinner than that. Because what I want it to be quite thin so that it'll spread a bit, and that looks to be good. So I'm just gonna go over the top of these here like so, and then just wipe it off. Because then what that should do is, as you can see there, and you can't see there, you see, there you go. A little bit more there. Hang on, there we go. Because as you can see, it is now showing up all of those lovely ooblies. Let's go into here as well. Let's a little bit more in there. then just give it a slight dab with your finger, and it should get rid of the nasties that we've got in there. Now I'm just going to put a bit of this thin down paint on these edges that I've messed up a little bit. There we go. Okay, and the same just here because I've got a bit too much on other bits. Right, okay, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. So it's good enough for what I now need to do. So I'm just gonna give that a bit of a clean because this is one of my newer brushes. Okay. Right there. Okay, so that's now all done, and I can just put this into here and put that out of the way. Let's let that dry. So now what I need to do is find some of the colours I'm going to need. It's going to be red, blue, green, yellow. I think that's going to be enough. Red, blue, green, yellow. So I'll bring you guys back when I've done that. Okay, I'm back. So I've got a few colours here. I've got really bright green, but I might not use it. So I've got orange, green, blue, and red. That's all the clears I've got. So I'm going to have to make do with that. And now the question is, I'm going to be using my sticks again, and I think we will start with the orange. I'm going to start over on this side. The top two are supposed to be orange or yellow, but I'm going to do orange because I don't have yellow, and the bottom two are supposed to be red. So I'm going to get a little bit of orange on here. And it doesn't matter if it goes in the middle, because you can easily, once it's dry, you can just scrape it up. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So we're just going to put this orange in certain places. And here, oh, I forgot to give that a wash there, didn't I? That's fine, that's fine. I can give it a little bit of a wash afterwards. Right, okay. So that's pretty much the orange. So now I'm going to do the red. Yeah, do the shaking back and bring the freshness back. Okay. And we get some red on the bottom ones here. Okay, the orange doesn't really show up that well. this is really, really tiny. And I just thought, do those bits that I'm just doing right there, do they have decals, or is it just the main things that have decals? I think that might be something to look into, don't you? Because I could be doing all of this for absolutely nothing. Goodness me. Right, so we've got that down it. Okay, so we've got there. Don't need to colour that in because I've got things for that. I don't even need to colour that in, so everything I've done is because we've got a decal for that as well. We've got decals for something over, I don't know what that is. There's the screen. So I've just done all that for nothing. No, we haven't actually, because there are still a few things that will need to have some things on. So we've got steering wheel. I don't know what those are for yet. So these there. And it looks like we've got 2 of almost everything anyway, which is good. Okay. So that's okay. That's okay. So it's a lot less than what I thought and what we need to do. So that's good. We might have to do that in a few minutes then before we put it together. So let's get some more of this red in then. So we get some red onto here with the orange. Okay. Yeah, hang on.
Let's watching TV downstairs.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. You know, the one time you get a little bit of peace and then everybody wants you. So I'm just going to put some red on these up here. There we go. Right. And then some green. Let's get some greens. Get some greens going on. So if we put a dot of green in there. In there and there. There you go, so that's got some colour in. As I say, I don't need to do any of these anymore because they're going to be painted anyway, but they definitely need to be a bit more yellowish up the top there, because that's not going to work. And I'm going to put just a little bit of blue down on these ones at the bottom. Helps if I actually shake it first. Yep, it really does help. Right. Glue in there. The gear shift one up, and I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna leave this video here because now that's I need to let these all dry. Actually, I just realized I've got the top level to do as well. Anyway, let's get some blue into here. Come on. There, that'll do. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here, guys. The next video we're gonna be putting on the decals and pretty much going on from there. So I will see you guys in the next one. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.